might have dropped the phone somewhere, sorry. Oh, okay, sorry, here it is. The phone is so slim. I didn't fool you with that, did I? If I fooled you, then I think I deserve an Oscar at the next Academy Awards. So anyway, this is the Galaxy S. It is very, very slim. It is very, very powerful. All right, at 9.9 millimeters, it is equivalent to most of the pens and pencils that we use in the office every day. It is slimmer than the newspapers we get on weekends in Singapore sometimes. Right? But slim doesn't mean we compromised on its performance. All right? Packed within this little body, all right, very nice sleek casing, is a 1 gigahertz processor, the most powerful available in the market today. Okay, and apart from that, some people have been asking, does this mean that battery performance is compromised? The answer is no. If we talk about standby times, 3G networks, we are looking at 200 hours of standby time. That's more than 8 days, okay? And if you are talking about 2G networks, we are talking 250 hours of standby time. That's more than 10 days. Real-world performance, okay, I was trying this out for the past few days, running tests, running benchmark tests, etc., etc. You know what I got out of this? In airplane mode, I got video playback for 7 straight hours. Imagine how tough it was. My eyes were literally popping out. Watching this for 7 hours. Okay, I'm not probably going to stay away from that for a while. Okay, so 7 hours of video playback. Okay, what does that mean? In the context of our lives, it actually means you can take a plane to Korea, watch your movies on this, without having to recharge your battery. Okay, so once you get off the plane, what happens? Okay, maybe your battery's flat, right? Very simple. Take out the casing, swap a fresh battery in, you are good to go. You don't need a technician or an engineer to replace the battery in this little baby. All right, we are not that silly. Okay, so that's fantastic. There's a lot of things inside there. I'm not going to cover them all because we have lined up a special 15-minute lifestyle presentation that will walk you through some of the more detailed features. Okay, but there are some other things that I want to bring in right now. Okay, and first of all, the second thing is really Super AMOLED. Okay, as the market transitions from LCD to AMOLED, all right, some other devices already have AMOLED displays as well. We, Samsung, have taken the next step forward to Super AMOLED. This is only the second phone in the world, the second phone in Southeast Asia after the Wave with a Super AMOLED display. Right? No one else has this. This is Samsung technology. There's nothing magical about it. Magic is for dummies. It is about pure hard work, R&D, innovation, etc. We did all of that, and we are bringing this to you. Now, what about Super AMOLED? Very simple. The colors are richer. The screen is brighter, even under sunlight. You can take this out into the sun, even in Singapore sun, and you can read very, very clearly from it. Okay? So that is Super AMOLED. And that is another one of the big things that we are very proud of in terms of this handset. So the next thing that I'd like to highlight is really one of my favorite applications and features within the phone. Now, before I do that, can I call up the cameraman, please? So there is this function in here. Okay, you're going to see this again later. But I'd just like to show you a demonstration of one of my favorite features. It's called swipe input. Okay, some of you may or may not have heard of this, but swipe input, actually, we worked with swipe to break the Guinness Book of World Records for the fastest texting ever. All right, I'm not kidding. You can check the Guinness Book of World Records yourself. All right, it was with an Omnia 2, but this is even better. Okay, so swipe input. What I'm going to show you right now is an example. Okay, so I am going to tweet something live right from this podium. Okay, and this is what I'm going to do. Very fast, very simple. Did you notice what my fingers were doing? My thumb was on the screen throughout. I didn't have to lift my thumb. Now, once you've finished writing in your message, okay, you can actually send it as a SMS, as an email, just by tapping this button. Okay, but in my case, I'm going to post it up on my Facebook and Twitter account. All right, it's updating right now. And I know some of you are following me on Twitter, so you can check for yourself, verify this is true, this is happening. I'm not bullshitting anybody right here. Okay, so this is a fantastic application. You can even write out messages, save it as a memo, etc., etc. Okay, so it's fantastic, it's useful, it's really fun. People, for parents, I have a teenage son. For parents, you can even use this to teach your kids proper written English instead of all the crap that they use, during SMS texting and so on. So it's going to be really, really interesting. Now, the next thing that I want to highlight is really a couple of projects. I think we're very proud to be able to announce it tonight. We have actually 2 projects with 2 local developers. All right, the first one involves nets. All right, this is one of 2 local applications that we are working with them on. The Nets, of course, is the company that makes